Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. What is going on, y'all? I don't know why I can't change my... Let me see. What did I do? Hold on, y'all. Let me figure this out. Okay. Cool. I'm not going to keep y'all here long at all. Okay, let me go ahead and get my other cousins on live real quick. I am going to turn the computer off because, turn my camera off because looking at this computer literally from early this morning, it starts affecting my eyes after so long. And I'll be having trainings. I'll be having coaching sessions. I'll be having mentorship classes. And I'm just constantly looking at the screen for a long amount of time. So I am going to turn the camera off. But let me go ahead and get my cousins over here on the set. Give me 1 second. Because listen, I'm telling you, the stuff is coming out. The stuff is coming out. This stuff was set up intentionally. And I said it because God said it, that this is what they were doing. And not only that, we got a big problem on our hands. Israel is getting ready. Let me just go ahead and tell everybody over here what's going on, and we ain't gonna prolong the time whatsoever. Hold on 1 second. What's going on, Instagram cousins? I told y'all that I was gonna spin the block and come back by here to first of all, hold on, to give y'all some opportunities. But before I give y'all that, I got to show y'all what is coming out, literally. I got to show y'all what is coming out, literally. Because I said it. These people staged this thing, and I want y'all to really know, especially, it don't matter what skin color you are, don't bite the bait. But the minority people, the Hispanic people, this ain't the time to be divided with each other. We're going to need each other sooner than we even think. We're going to need each other, and all this inward fighting amongst each other because we won't get in on this and you think we should get in on that and we don't want to get in on all of this foolishness. Something greater is going on, okay? Something worse is happening and getting ready to happen that is going to rock this nation to its core, and we are not ready for it. We do not have time to be this divided and this distracted. We don't have time. It doesn't matter what's going on. I'm seeing people in the church very, very distracted. My heart is really, really broken for the simple fact that y'all out here arguing over stuff that could be put to the back burner if it's really that detrimental that you deal with it. But dealing with it openly at such a critical time when we should be praying as the light. We should be praying for this nation. We should be praying for the people in this nation. We should be on our faces, literally, asking for mercy, asking for protection, asking for provision, asking for preservation, asking. We should be on our faces praying. Okay. You don't have to be smart. You don't even have to have a middle school education to see what the heck is going on. I just want to show y'all some receipts. Okay. Came by here earlier, had to remove the video. So I'm going to just bring us back up to speed, but it ain't going to be no long time. I just want y'all to see these receipts, okay? And I want y'all to steer clear of this stuff that is going on. This is not the time to be caught up in whatever's going on, having fallouts with people. We need each other. We need each other. I cannot stress that enough. We're going to need each other. And all of this dumb stuff that we're doing, it ain't going to help us at all, not one bit, because we're going to need each other real soon. The real enemy, the real one, okay? They sit in high places. Catch that with two hands. They're friends. They want us distracted with what's going on with these riots, and we should be concerned. We should be concerned about what's going on with these riots only because they are causing the division and the chaos because they want to have the control for the solution. We manufacture the problem and then we implement this solution over here, okay? Meaning we stir up these riots and then the solution is going to be martial law. Simple as that. The solution is going to be civil war that will then usher in martial law, that will suspend certain things. Executive orders is bigger than what we think it is. It really is. So I'll say that for one. Also, it is a distraction to keep us going at each other while you got Iran wanting to blow us to smithereens, then called all the Muslims in America, including the ones that was allowed to come up over here. I don't know if y'all remember, but I came by here and I played it for y'all, okay? I played it for y'all where let me see if I can pull it up real quick because I can show you better than I can tell you. Migrant says we will soon find out who he is. Okay, I'm just laying a foundation right here. That's it. I'm just laying a foundation right here. And then I'm going to get into why we need to be doing what we're doing. Okay. And how you can start doing what you need to do to get yourself out of this mess. I'm just laying a foundation to say, do not get distracted. This is intentional. This is created from the higher uppers. And if we be smarter than them and not bite the bait, okay, then we'll get further down and down the road and get prepared for what we need for what they got coming. They want to implement a reset. They want to implement a reset again. They reset in 2020, but now they need another reset, okay, to prepare us for 2030. I have came by here showing y'all what they said. This is not some wildish, outlandish claims that I done came up with. I'm not some cocoa cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. I done came by here and showed y'all. And unfortunately, I don't have the time to go over all those receipts. I've been doing it for the last week and a half to 2 weeks consistently. Go back, watch a live. I have put them out there. These people have said they don't need humans anymore. I just showed y'all a photo earlier. Don't hire human beings anymore. This is why all of the layoffs. They got a new system. Digital currency will be the new currency. This is all the stuff that they said. Jobs will be effective and immediately replaced by AI. I have showed y'all every single thing. How they want to put these brain chips and these palm chips in our hand and get rid of smartphones. We don't need smartphones. And you know what the problem is? We can't go back to the old phones. They don't make them anymore. They done took away all the pay phones, okay? So they didn't set this thing up so you can't do nothing but receive their mark. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start showing my screen, but I'm going to come off screen, okay? Let me go ahead and get this together. Okay, there we go. And then over here on Instagram, because I'm getting ready to turn off the spotlight and all of that stuff, it might get a little dark, so I'm gonna turn off my camera. But I am going to turn this way, so I ain't got to look at the rays on this phone either. Okay, you're gonna be able to hear me, see half of me, but I'm not gonna be on camera, and I am going to turn the light off. Cool. All right. You come over here and do this. There we go. All right, all right, all right. I want y'all to see this first, okay? And then we'll go ahead and get into what we need to get into. Let me let this load up real quick. Come on, come on, come on, internet. Come on. I'm just waiting for it to, there we go. That's what I was waiting for.
Invasion going on. I have asserted in court that there is an invasion going on in the United States of America, and that videotape typifies why there is such an invasion. That is a threat to the United States of America.
Let me go ahead and fast forward it to exactly.
It's like that happen every single.
Hold on, let me fast forward it to the part. What he talking about? Greg Abbott, we ain't trying to see you. Where is the part at? Where?
Never happened before in the history of the country. This is an invasion.
Hold on. Because I'm going to find it. Look like they didn't try to wipe the internet clean. Where is the man at? Where is the man at? Let me go up here. Hold on. I just want to find a little clipping. And they playing governor what he said. We want to hear what he said, what the man said, the migrant. If I can't find it over here. YouTube be playing. They be trying to take stuff and clean the internet and all this, scrub it. No, we want to see.
But people, we don't know who they are. Where
why you didn't play the clip?
There is an invasion.
He'd been conducting interviews with migrants who crossed into the U.S. Your reaction to that answer, soon you will know who I am.
Okay, why not play the video? Hold on, y'all. I got to find y'all the video so y'all see. Okay. Let me see if it's going to go. Okay, here we go over here. All right. Since you two want to play games and scrub the internet, we'll just go over here to TikTok. Okay? We'll just go over here, right on over here to TikTok, because they got it right here. Want y'all to hear what he said. He said, y'all laughing now. But this is going to lead into where I'm going.
So I will not tell you where I'm from. So
it's kind of low.
Are you going to take where I'm from by force? No. So I will not tell you where I'm from.
So these are the people that are breaking into your country, folks.
What he says.
That's amazing. These are the people right here. That kind of attitude.
Let me educate you. Use it as a weapon. I'm not afraid. I'm so afraid.
Tripod to hold the camera.
Protect my family.
So you see, there you go. Violence. So there you go.
These are the people that are coming in.
Are the ones laughing. You didn't know violence.
Very easy to find my face, by the way. If you are smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am. Very easy.
Wow. There we go. I know your friend.
Are you going to take where I'm from by force?
Okay, let's break this down because it's low. He said, are you going to check where I am by force? The reporter tells him no.
So I will not tell you where I'm from.
So these are the people.
So he said, we don't got to tell you where we from. And then the reporter said, wow, so these are the people that are coming into our country illegally. They don't have to tell us where they from. They don't even want to tell us where they from. The reporters asked him where he from. He said he don't got to talk to him. So he said, are you going to, make me tell you where I'm from by force?
That these are the people that are breaking into your country, folks.
Ask me, I answer you.
What he says?
The reporter says, you can't answer a question. He said, no, I answered the question. You asked me and I answered you.
That's amazing. These are the people right here. That kind of attitude.
Let me
You could
educate
use it
you.
as a weapon. I'm not
It's
afraid. I'm so
a
afraid. about this.
tripod to
He said, you trying to use it as a weapon like I'm supposed to be afraid. I'm not afraid.
hold
I
the
need to
camera.
protect my family.
So you see, there you go. Violence. So there you go.
These are the people that are coming
You guys
in.
are the ones laughing. It's in the
It's very easy to find my face, by the way.
He said, it's very easy to find my face, by the way. The man said, these are the people coming into our country with this kind of attitude. The man asked him, if I have to defend my family, it look like you got a weapon. The man said, no, this is a tripod. He says, after he says, it's very easy to find my face, by the way, he gonna say this right here. This is the key part.
Wait, if you are smart enough, you will know who I am.
If you were smart enough, you would know who I am.
But you are really not smart enough to know who I am.
But you are really not smart enough to know who I am.
Soon you're gonna know who I am.
Soon you're gonna know who I am. Okay? Reason why I played that video simply is because of this right here. Now that you done heard that, these was the people coming up in here. Let me also see, go back to this to see if y'all can, because I want y'all to see what's happening. I want y'all to see where we going. Hold on, is this the one right here? I think this is the one right here, but
migrants from China are now the fastest growing group of people entering the United States illegally from Mexico.
China?
Why are we seeing these growing numbers? Here's what we know.
New York?
Customs and Border Protection reported more than 24,000 Chinese migrant encounters at the southern border last fiscal year. In 2021, that number was just 450.
Did you just arrive here in the United States?
The migrants previously told News Nation reporters that they're escaping the Chinese Communist Party and plan to seek asylum in the United States.
Yearning
for American freedom.
Some fly to Ecuador, where no visa is needed, and then travel north. Others are flying into Tijuana Airport before being guided across the border by smugglers. The Chinese migrants are reportedly willing to pay cartels up to $35,000 for smuggling services. And for a lot of them, it pays off. More than 50% of Chinese asylum applications were granted in the 2023 fiscal year. That's much higher than the average across all.
I'm going to stop it there because I want to get to the one where they going, when they come in here. Hold on. Look at this.
China and Mexico yesterday held a meeting over the LA protests against the Mexican.
I'm going to turn him down so we don't get no copyright. China, hold on. Let me go back. Just want y'all to see. China is closely following the events unfolding in Los Angeles. We urge the government of the United States to ensure the legitimate rights of Californians. China reserves the right to intervene if situation on the grounds does not improve. When have any other country told a country if they don't allow migrants into their country that they will involve themselves if the situation does not improve? What country can we go to and tell them you better let migrants or immigrants or undocumented workers into your country, or we will intervene? We reserve the rights to intervene if the situation does not improve. This is absolutely bananas. Okay. Nevertheless, let me see if I can find it over here real quick, just so I can get through this real fast. I'm just simply building a foundation. That's it. Let me see if I can find that one. See if I can pull it up like this. Is this the one? No, this ain't the one. Nevertheless, they have it out here. Okay, let me go back on YouTube and see if they got it over here. Chinese migrants shooting range. As soon as they get over here, they want to go to the shooting range. Let me see if I can find it in over here. If I can't, then I'll find it and then come back to it, okay? Because they be trying to hide stuff out here in these internet streets. Chinese migrants going to shooting range. Okay, they have several articles on it, okay? But I'm just going to show y'all over here where y'all can go actually look. I'm going somewhere with this. Just stay right here, okay? Ain't going to be too long, but I'm going somewhere so I can show you what the hell is going on, okay? Started way back in 2016. Chinese immigrants in America are eager to exercise they rights to go to our gun range and learn how to shoot our AR-15s, our long guns, our handguns, our rifles. Okay? Chinese tourists flocking to U.S. gun ranges. It's a place Chinese can go to experience real gun culture. Chinese saboteurs are sharpening their skills to kill. This was last year. So what I'm talking about. Why, when they come over here, the first place they want to go to is the gun ranges. You ain't trying to come over here and get no jobs. You trying to come over here and go to the shooting range. What is up with that? Well, You have that risk happening right now as we speak. Because America didn't let these people up in here, which is from within. Okay? America did this. I don't fault nobody else but the American. I don't care who was in position. The Americans did this. Okay? We have this. Okay? Russia. We got Russia. U.S. on high alert after Russia deploys $270 million nuclear bomber alarmingly close to our coast. Number one, 400 miles away from our American coast. They didn't already deploy this bad boy, okay? That's number one. Number two, let me see if I still got that up here from earlier. Hold on one second. We'll just go back over here to Google real quick so y'all can see this. Because we got China talking smoke. Russia didn't release and launch smoke. They mad because Ukraine just bombed them and they using United States military weaponry to do it, to carry it out. The high-tech drones and all of this stuff, right? Now you got Iran leader. No. This is why the Marines is out there in California. This is the real reason. If they was really out there for them protests, they would have just been out there, okay? They don't need no special permission to go out there. If they was really out there, they have been put on standby at a base, right? And they're supposed to be released at a certain time. Now, U.S. is on high alert over possible Israeli strike on Iran. Evacuations have already been ordered. Why are they ordering the families of people from the embassies and stuff to get out? And they're even sending the military to go get them out right now as we speak. U.S. brace for possible Iranian strikes. That is going to include us into this war as soon as Israel strike them people. Soon as Israel strike them people, they already know the people finna go up. Okay? Why do you think Russia has their bombers in place, their nuclear bombers in place? And they want us distracted with all of this manufactured stuff that they didn't create it. Literally. They created this stuff. This political war, I mean, this thing is something that is out of a movie book. You just can't believe, like, is y'all serious? But they really is. We gonna believe that they serious because that's what they showing. Yeah, they serious. Very serious. They enacting and executing the seriousness of what they got going on. So now we have U.S. on high alert, and now we have the evacuations of loved ones and families of military men and women that are over there in Iran. They said our bases will be struck, and Israel said absolutely we're going to strike them. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. We're going to strike them. So now we have the threat of that on top of what we got going on. Have y'all seen how many protests broke out in America by itself? And all the imagery they putting out there, you know, to get people riled up and emotional. Look, this is not the time. Stay focused, please. You need to be on your face praying. That's what we need to be doing. We need to be praying, and we need to be doing whatever, all that we can, and in enough time for us to be able to do it. They put this out there. Them protesters is hired looking for the toughest bad A's in the city, Los Angeles. This went out. This is how much they getting paid to go out there and protest. That's why they won't go home. People out there protesting are making money, okay? They ask for every type of person, whether you are a person that just cares greatly about people, whether you didn't take no mess, whether you could be, you know, vulnerable to high pressure, high tensions, You know, you cannot be a crybaby, you can't break and all of that. But they also included cannot be a Marine. You can be anybody else but a Marine, which was really weird. And now the Marine, which are, listen, the Marines, and that's why I said, why would they be calling the Marines to handle protests that's happening on the streets? Marines are not just regular smuggler. They work in the waterway. They don't have the right to arrest anybody. They cannot use lethal force against anybody. So what would be their purpose to just be out there? You got enough National Guard people out there to defend and protect the federal buildings. Y'all been doing that for 6 days. The only reason why you would put the Marines out there on the West Coast, didn't they just say that Russia had a nuclear bomber 400 miles away from the coast? Make this make sense. We're going to be sat down real soon, brothers and sisters. We're going to be sat down and we ain't going to be able to move. And that is why you need to have something in place. Okay? This Chinese Communist Party, an investigation at Data Republicans claim Chinese Communist Party linked billionaire Naval Singham funds the Party for Socialism and Liberation. The acronym is PSL, which organized the anti-ICE protests that forced the Pentagon to deploy 700 Marines to LA. Singham, who lives in Shanghai and funds pro-Beijing media, donated over $20 million through organizations like the People Forum to PSL-related groups. So that's why, this is how they get in $6,500 to $12,500 a week. Oh, bro, overweight in Shanghai, China, paying these people to protest. Well, how they gonna say that? That's a Republican said that. They just said that so that they can say something. I beg to defer. You see that logo right there? PSL, Party for Socialism and Liberation. Right there. There's the brand. Okay. This is for join us at the Liberation Center, 2404 East Houston Street at 6 p.m. this Saturday, 6/7, to help prepare placards, a banner, and handmade signs for Sunday's ICE out of SA rally, San Antonio. Okay? This is a protest. This is the man's flyers that went up with his logo on them. How is people from China actually making moves and funding riots and stuff like this? This is this guy right here. That's what he looked like. Billionaire and playing with his money to make moves that can harm a lot of people, okay? Not to mention them Chinese nationalists. They're not even citizens. They're Chinese nationalists. They from China. They're not even citizens of the U.S., able to sneak this fungus in here. Okay? They've been flying it in. They've been mailing it in. Yesterday, there was a man who actually was mailing it in, and they all mailing it to this Michigan university where they work at, probably on a working visa, but they're not even citizens of America, and brought this fungus in here, as well as some worms. The other dude bought worms. They bought fungus in here to put in the soil of the farmland and poison our foods. They arrested them because this is a biochemical weapon. They did not get cleared to bring this in here. One of them had it in wads of tissue. The other one just had it shipped and they intercepted it through the mail. But the crazy part about it is China owns a lot of farmland and still buying it up, okay? 2 Chinese nationals charged with smuggling toxic fungus in the U.S. University of Michigan researcher and her boyfriend are accused of trying to smuggle a dangerous biological pathogen. You want to know what that is? Something you inhale. Something they can just blow in the air and you don't even know. It just flows with the. You know how many people this could take out? You just walk outside, sniff a wind of air, and boom, you just, it's over with. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here go the phone. Are you there? Give me 1 second, y'all. Are you there, chicken fries? Hey. And sauce. Okay. All right. My husband's getting me something to eat. But do y'all see the connections? Let me know in the chat. Do y'all see what's going on? Do y'all see what's going on? Let me know in the chat, please. Do y'all see what's going on? We see who clearly is behind this, and we also see the stage that is being set. On top of Donald Trump saying that he's going to bring America back from the brink of debt, and that ain't going to happen. Because if you ever want to topple a country, you hit its infrastructure. You already got the enemy within. Okay, they burning down stuff, they waving their flags in your country, just a buffoonery, just a fool. Yes, the farmland is near military bases. Absolutely. And you have to have a contract and a clearance to be able to buy farmland, buy military space. We can't go buy no dang on farmland, buy no military space. That tells you a lot. On top of that, China is the one who manufactures fentanyl. Okay? They is in bed with the cartels. They're shipping their people over here. Hey, go to the cartels, pay them $35,000. You get to enter in, okay? Take this with you while you at it. And now 300,000 of our military-aged men and women are deceased from fentanyl poisoning. Imagine that. Who's going to fight? Who going to fight if we go to war? Who is going to fight? Young people in the cemetery. Old people. If they not in the cemetery, they in the hospital. Because y'all know that thing that came back with a new strain. That's what they said, not me. Sure can't, brother. All of this is strategically set up. That's just what I'm showing y'all. You cannot deny it. Unequivocally, you cannot deny it. We could never enter anybody's country, go mess around and go to jail, okay? This is what they brought in here. Chinese couple caught sneaking crop-killing fungus into Michigan lab. Same two people, what they brought in here. They smuggled a deadly fungus into the U.S. that can destroy your crops, so now we ain't going to have no food and poison your food. You mean the food that they growing on the farmlands that they didn't buy here in the United States? This is absolutely unbelievable. Prosecutors say this person flew it into Detroit for his girlfriend. Flew it in here. Ain't no telling how many dang on times they did this before getting busted. And that's probably what led them to the other cat who was smuggling in worms. Parasites. We gotta eat food. We don't own no dang on farms. We don't have no seed in the ground. What is we finna eat? You got Bill Gates to own up all this farm. All these billionaires own up all this farmland. What are we going to do? We don't own land. You know, we don't go after land. You know, we consume stuff. We trying to look at what Beyonce and her children is doing on stage. We trying to buy their tickets and support them at the boot trail rides and all of this dumb stuff. This is the stuff we doing. Okay. Let me see. There was something else I wanted to show y'all. What's this? Oh yeah, here we go right here. U.S. reports another arrest of Chinese scientists, this time with no permit to send biological material. A Chinese scientist was arrested while arriving in the U.S. at the Detroit airport. The second case in days involving the alleged smuggling of biological material, authorities said Monday. The scientist is accused of shipping biological material months ago to staff at a laboratory at the University of Michigan. The FBI, in a court filing, described it as a material related to certain worms and requires a government permit. Now, what in the whole entire hell is really going on here, y'all? Y'all talk back to me. Y'all talk back to me. Y'all talk back to me. It's too many of y'all over here listening, okay? Too many of y'all over here listening to not be talking. They are smuggling dangerous biological pathogens and sought to use our own facilities to develop these things. On top of the virus that encircled back, the new strain that got the hospitals overwhelmed. Y'all see it. Did made it to the United States. Yes, Brother Robert. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I be saying I can't even be mad at them. I cannot even be mad at them because this is the perfect master plan. You're gonna have to sit down and pretty soon. And now this is what the new workforce is gonna look like. So I told people, look, get in the game and learn how to play a game. Okay, you building all these data centers, you're gonna need virtual call centers. Let me go ahead and sit back and set up now automated call center to handle your data so I can know what y'all really never mind. Because these is contracts right here, okay? Data center construction boom. This is to handle all the artificial intelligence that's going to be replacing people out here. This is to power up all the AGI, the humanoids. This is to do that, right? Because they say they don't need humans no more. That's what they said. They don't need humans no more. I'm going back the wrong way. Let me make sure I'm going on down here back to where I need to go. Okay, they say they don't need humans no more.
Nah, man. What the fuck is this?
Oops. Okay. Stop hiring humans for jobs they don't want to do. The era of AI employees is here. What? Okay. Okay. Let me go on and mind my little business. Hold on. Let me see how I can get up out of here. Okay. Come on down here. Okay. Just a couple more. Chinese billionaire buy land near U.S. defense contractors. Okay, y'all keep on letting them come on up in here. You let them fly their spy balloons and all of that other stuff, you know, how they just floated across the screen, the skies, you know, and then y'all decided to shoot them down. Joe Biden, like, you know, days after they done collected all this data. And then the drones, you know, the drones that were flying over people, gathering information, you know, and then now we don't even see them no more. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now they just disappeared. You know, when they was flying over people, people was getting poisoned. They was having spikes in radiation, poisoning. People's water was turning black. Okay. You know, nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. China. China. But these are just things we need to be watching, and we need to be moving. Okay. Islamist terror leader calls for Trump and JD's unaliving over their pro-Israel views and disturbing video. He said, take revenge. And not only did homie call for the unaliving of them two, they said, He said, no, I'm calling on you American Muslims to wage jihad on the American people. It's time to be a cleansing. And also the unaliving of American officials. Trump, Vance, Elon Musk, among others. Okay? And Israel said they finna bomb them. They finna tear them up. So it's about to be a dang on war. It's just no ifs, ands about it. You can't go around it anymore. Vladimir Putin is like, no, the negotiations off the table. There's nothing to talk about when somebody just came and tore us all up over here. It's nothing to talk about. So with that being said, since they trying to trick us and coerce us into chaos and confusion so that they can control the narrative, I thought I might just come by here and say, look, this is what I'm over here doing. First of all, I'm buying my own land because I should own my own land. That's what I'm doing for sure. Okay? Showing others how to buy their own land. That's what we definitely need to be doing for sure. We get more land. If we get more land, then we can grow our own food. And then our children will have somewhere safe. Okay? Let me just go ahead and put this up here. Let this play in the background because this is happening live as we speak, being that I'm not on camera. I'm going to go over some opportunities and I'm going to get about y'all here, okay? Not going to be here long at all. But this is what I'm doing. First of all, I am using digital products to make rapid revenue. I don't care if I like it. I don't care if I don't like it. I'm using it. I'm leveraging it because that is where everything has gone, okay? I'm leveraging that to make money because it doesn't require me to trade my time or my muscle for no money. And it doesn't make me wait weeks and weeks to get a paycheck. It really does not, okay? That's one thing that I can say for sure. Let me see if I can present over here too. It's a stop screen, video file, image file. Let's see if they'll let me pull something else up. No. Okay. So I'm going to stop this while this is over here buffering. I'll come back to that in just a second. Share screen. All right. Excuse me. And show you real quick how I could use something in the digital space to make money. Father's Day is getting ready to be. I want to say maybe possibly this upcoming weekend. Okay. One thing that I could do is make him a magazine. Do customized magazines for fathers to be added with their children. All you gotta do is move the photo, change the photo, okay? Change the information. His name is Santos. We're gonna change his name now to Mario, okay? It's just that simple. Put our little spin on it, customize this. Hey, they can do this themselves. Buy the template, customize it, go take it to Office Depot somewhere, get it printed out, have it right and ready. I can put this on a placard. I can put this on a yard sign. I can put this as a poster to be hung up in the house. Okay. I can go and put some more information in here. If he got different children or multiple children, I can put his dad in here, his grandpa. Okay. I can customize this. This is something that I can sell to run up a big bag for Father's Day. Customizing these, literally just moving stuff around. That's it, right? Put everything back like it was. So I can use that to literally make me some money. And what am I going to do with the money? Go buy me some land. What am I going to do with the money? I am going to go buy me some gold. What am I going to do with the money? I am going to be buying me some silver. Why am I buying that stuff? Because I can use that to barter. If they say that I can't enter their buildings because I will not take their Neuralink, I will not take their whatever the case may be, I can clearly barter. Clearly, okay? So this is the reason why we need rapid revenue. We need to be making money rapidly so that we can go and acquire these things. I think it's a shame that all these billionaires got underground bunkers. You think that the underground bunkers are just because they're going to release this certain type of AI? Underground bunkers protect you from nuclear fallout, but it doesn't protect us, and we ain't got not one. If you ain't gonna buy nothing, buy land for nothing else, go create underground bunkers. Go and create underground living. Okay. Hey, this could house, put some I think they call container homes. Put some containers underneath. Okay. Some air vents, put some containers. Have a safe place for people to come to. Because the fact of the matter is, if they nuke us and the nuclear, we in trouble. What the heck is we gonna do? We cannot walk around, breathe in. We cannot even be present above the ground for 6 months in the event of a nuclear fallout. All you got to do is go Google this stuff. In the event of a nuclear attack, how long would we have to go underground? This is the reason why we need each other. It says radiation levels decrease rapidly after detonation and then become significantly less dangerous within the first 24 hours. However, in cases you may need to shelter in place for up to a month or longer, or until authorities provide instructions on how to proceed safely. Ain't no way in the world I will come out of nowhere one day, 24 hours after no nuclear fallout. Your hair will fall out. You will be sick as a dog. That's what radiation do. Look at what happens to cancer patients. Makes them very, very ill. So that is why we need to have things in place for us. This is bigger than them. This is about us. Have a couple of opportunities I want to go over. If you guys miss these opportunities, then I'm going to give you an opportunity to get the opportunity before it's forever gone. Okay. Let me see what I'm going to pull up here. Let me go back to playing that video so that you guys have a visualization of what is happening while we're sitting here, even as we're sitting here. Nope, wrong screen. All right, here we go. This is where we're going. I'm not going to play this sound in it just because so we don't get copyright infringement, but you definitely can see what is going on. Okay. And how this was set up. They pay these protesters to be out there, and lots of them are getting a lot of money to be out there. That's for one. That's why they're not going nowhere. Some of the ones that are out there marching is like, we built this land, we built this country, so we're really not going anywhere. We're not our ancestors. We're not gonna let y'all punk us out of our land and different things of that sort. Okay, so we have that situation going on, but with the threat of this new pandemic, with the threat of them collapsing this whole entire economic structure, all in the name of we cannot figure out or get the debt under control, from threat of international warfare, biological and nuclear, which is another form of biological, and combat. You talking about coming in America and cleansing America. That means anybody who is not a part of that religion has to be, you know what? Anybody that does not, confess who they worship needs to be cleansed. That's what they call that, cleansing evil. Because anybody who's not in line with that is evil in their eyes. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, if you don't have a sword, sell your cloak and buy you one. Hello, somebody, okay? This is what Christ himself said. While I'm with you, you don't need even a money bag. You don't need no sandals. You don't need no protection. But when I leave, go ahead and sell your coat to get you a sword if you ain't got one, so you can protect you and your family. With that being said, we need to actually desperately, not even just actually, we need to desperately have a plan of action. And one of my mentorships today, we were just breaking down, if you have a family of 5 and you needed to go and sit yourself down for 6 months, it would take 180 gallons of water to sustain you and 4 other people in your household for 3 to 6 months. That's a lot of water. We would need 150 pounds of just beans and rice and stuff like that to be able to live and make it for the next 6 months. That costs money, beloveds. That costs money. We need to start preparing and planning for that type of activity, because that's what type of time we're on, okay? I will cover a couple $97 products in case you guys missed it. Please grab them up. I'm not begging you to buy from me. I'm begging you to at least invest in yourself and get you something. If you need to sit still, then you won't have to worry about, well, what about my job? How I'm going to feed my family? Well, I got to compromise and I got to do this now because I don't have no other means. No, you have an opportunity. You have an opportunity. If you want to learn more about how you can make money off of big business every single month, $10,000 or more. I've showed it to you guys. $10,000 or more every single month off of what I just showed you. Father's Day, Miss Mother's Day. Now, 4th of July is going to come up, okay? The Boots on the Ground trail run. You can even take Donald Trump, who a lot of y'all don't even like and actually, abhor. You can take him and make money off of him. You ain't got to like him to make money off of him. He say something reckless or stupid, he do something trending, turn it into a t-shirt, turn it into some type of memorabilia, okay? Controversy is the new content. It just is. If you like the Democratic Party, if you like anything political, if somebody said something hilarious, made a meme out of it, turn it into content. The reason why I say Trump is because he comes with his own branding and he comes with it. Anything about this man is going to go viral. So you might as well capitalize off the algorithm that he already created. I have the Craft the Currency workshop. That is a 4-day. I show you how to get you a digital product that you can make $10,000 from every single month. The website to create, to put it up on and sell, set it up step by step. Okay. The traffic, how you going to find them organically, how you can literally go and post. I can go and post. Let me show y'all real quick. I can literally go and post something like this. Okay. My children have businesses. And when I told y'all how to, hey, y'all come learn how to do storybooks and coloring books, okay? Because this is a whole stream of income for them. I can post this coloring book, and I can post this coloring book, right? And I can say, which one do you like, A or B, left or right? Oh, I like B, I like B. I can say, which one do you guys like? And which one would you buy right now if you could buy it for $5? Which one would you buy right now if you could buy it for $7 coloring book? Oh, let me get both of them. You don't even have to be salesy to make a sale. You just post, and this is AI generated. This is AI generated. Okay. You can go and it doesn't matter what ethnicity you do it in. You can just, the moral of the story, these are my children's books. Okay. So that's who they represent. And these are their books. It's their brand. It's their books. But you can go and actually make these. Okay. Coloring books. These are great stress relievers. And you can have something set up like this in seconds. Literally take you about an hour to put the whole coloring book together. So you will learn all of that, what website to go sell it on. Just gets automated, make sales automated. You don't got to never show your face. I have that Craft Currency workshop for $97. Okay. Try to go really fast with this. I tell everybody, since cash is trash and it's about to be dead, they're going to be leveraging everything in the digital space. That's definitely why you need to fix your credit. Definitely. Not only do you need to fix your credit because everything will be in digital format. Credit is digital. It's a number in a system that can go up or down, that can fluctuate. Same thing with stocks, numbers in a system. Same thing with crypto, numbers in a system. Same thing with, loans that they give you, or credit cards, numbers in a system until you convert it. Hey, let me liquidate my credit card. Hey, let me do cashback rewards and get the money out. But other than that, it lives in the digital space. Definitely would highly encourage you. If I was starting a business in 2025, right now, I would start a credit business. Everybody and their mama need it. This is a business that works year round. You understand me? Year round. Even for the people that's not 18, they're going to be 18 one day, and I'm going to have clients. This is why anybody who enters this niche, go get everybody, literally. Especially people, I seen a prisoner get out of prison and didn't have no means, no resources, got out with $250, prison release fee. And that was it. Took that, invested into a course, learned how to make a flyer on Canva, and made himself $1 million in 6 months. His whole entire life changed. Most people that I know in this space always become millionaires, always. Why? Because everybody needs it. So I have a credit business in a box. It is a whole entire done for you business in a box. One part with over 100 hours, literally, of creating digital products. What is credit? How to dispute it properly? How to look over your credit report? How to sue the credit bureaus. You know, here's the attorneys that will sue them for you. It is just fully loaded. So much so that I don't want to click on each one because I'll be here longer than what I really, purpose to be here on. But I have the whole entire business in a box. The second part of this, it is worth way more than what I'm offering it for. Second part of this is clearly 70 plus dispute templates already made for, pre-made for people to just literally download, print off, and send off. Download, print off, send off. Okay. People need it. I tell you now, I have made over 70,000. Okay. It is not even the middle of the month and already almost over 10,000. I'm all over the halfway mark to 10,000. I tell you guys all the time, you can make $10,000 a month. And the reason why I show you is not to show you my business, because I'm not that type of person, not to flex upon you, impress you. I have no reason to impress you, but to impress upon you that this is doable and this is something you should set up and do so that you can have more time freedom, more freedom to do other things that really matter before your time is up. Before your time is up, okay? And if you at least step out on faith and take the first step, God will always lead you and take steps alongside of you and carry you when you can't. But he cannot bless what you did not build for him. He can only bless what Noah built. That's it. If Noah did not build it, then his family and the animals that he took up in there would not be blessed. So build something that God can bless. Your job is to build it. His job is to bless it. I have that I have that done for you. It's already completely done for you. You have the listing, the whole entire listing to bankers, the CEO of banks, where you go get the funding. If you didn't want to do nothing but sell that alone, that will sell by itself. So you can pick apart this credit business in a box. You can say, hey, on Monday, who got student loans that need to be removed? They coming for y'all. They jacking up your credit and going after your wages. Here is a legal, based off of consumer law, dispute template to have those removed. It's a 24-hour hard inquiry in there. How to get hard inquiries off. Now that you become educated, you can begin to educate other people. You can even turn this into a done for you business. You can just clearly sell the business in a box, just like you buy it. You can turn around and sell it. So now you have a digital source, a digital tool in the digital space. If y'all come for me talking about sit down again for this long and don't move, I got me something. I don't have to need it now. We are actually told by the good old book, the Bible, to have 7 to 8 different streams of income for when disaster comes upon the land. That's Ecclesiastes 11:2. Go fact check me. Invest in 7 ventures, yes, even 8, for you do not know what disaster will come upon the land. Disaster is already here. And why did he say we need 7 to 8? To survive a disaster? If you got 1, you in danger. 2 is too close to none, literally. Okay, so we need to be absolutely hands down. We need to be moving accordingly. And that business in the box is $497. I am going to retire that. Everybody who has gotten an opportunity to get that business in a box, shout out to you. Okay. You will not be able to get this business in a box at all. It will not be available. If I ever sell it or put it on autopilot where I can just make a quick video and people can buy, go straight to the website and buy it. If they do, they do it. If they don't, they don't. But I'll be done with it. It will not be at no $497. That is facts. That is facts. This thing is fully loaded. It's so valuable, so very valuable. It already has done for you products in there that you can literally start selling. Okay. So we have that land banking. Now, land banking is what I showed y'all earlier. I showed y'all a $200 property that you can go and win. Okay, you can go win this property. It was $222. However, when we went to go look at the data to see what the property was valued at, it was already valued at $3,000. So imagine putting $200 into a cup or a jar or something, and then you can pull out as much as you want in there. And you were able to put in $200 to be able to put your hand in there and pull out more, and you pulled out $3,000. So you can buy this land and you can flip this land, or you can buy this land and build on it. Say, for instance, your land is valued at $3,000 and you purchase it for $222. If I go get an RV and park that RV on that dirt, it increases in value. It now goes from $3,000 in value to more like $40,000, $60,000, $70,000 in value. I go put another RV on that, then it becomes, valued at $150,000 just for parking an RV there. Okay, so I do have the Land Bankers workshop. That is a workshop I already did. I'll show you how to buy land in different states, multiple states, all 50 states, including Puerto Rico. Okay. I'll also give you the list with over 250 land bankers, land banking websites. Y'all do know that land banking is sold from the government to us. Straight up. You can buy houses for $1,000. You can buy houses in some states for $500. Some of these properties, maybe somebody, lost it and they were not able to keep up with the property taxes, so they lost it. There are so many different ways to go acquire land, whether it's through a tax sale, a share sale, whether it's through a lien, whether it's through land banking. But land banking allows you to buy this property. If you wanted to sell it and get the $3,000 from it in 48 hours, you could do that. If you wanted to sell it, say it's valued at $3,000, I'm selling land, and I'll take a down payment of $500, and then you pay me $500 for the next 6 months until it's paid off. And then that's when you'll get the title, and when it's all fully paid off, and we'll call it a done deal. So you can lease, just like they do with houses. You can lease your land. You can get somebody to buy it, get you a down payment, and then have some passive income coming in for sure that and if they forfeit paying their, payment after 3 months, then you can say, hey, you forfeited your down payment and the payments that you made up until you stop paying. And you don't get the title deed for that, okay? You can put that in a statement, in a clause. So, I have that workshop for $197. If you did not catch the 97, that is your bad and not mine. But I have the workshop. It is over 4 hours long, step by step, how to bid, how to win the bid, what to look for when you go to bid, the whole 9 yards. So I will say, action takers are money makers. If you sleep on an opportunity, you just don't get that back. When I say I'm moving forward, I just got to stand on business with that, okay? Because I don't owe anybody any affordability. I don't owe anybody any reason, to help them outside of I was sent. I was called by God. And when he says say, he says say. When he says do, he says do. Right about now is a time to be in immense prayer and fasting with your face down, turning down your plate, gathering with like-minded individuals, building, because our kingdom is not shaken by what's happening to this earthly kingdom. Our commission right now during this time is you build and you buy. How about that? I'm taking away their homes. They cannot afford homes. That's why the housing market is crashing. That's why you're going to need that credit, and you're going to need that money to go ahead and scoop it up for the low and take back territory like I told you to do. That's what this is all about. Get yourself in position so that there will be many of my people who will not go along with the agenda of the beast that you guys are going to have to be in position and ready for. Okay, that's for sure. So I definitely wanted to share the I did say that the credit repair done for you credit repair business in the box is $4.97. You cannot sell it for lesser than $4.97. I cannot sell it for lesser than $4.97. It's all master resale rights. You can sell it as fast as you buy from me. You can sell it, okay, and make your money right back. Or like I said, you can pick it apart. So if you bought it for $4.97 and you sold a bundle of templates, repossession, charge-offs, student loans, hard inquiries, and late payments bundle, right? Out of this done for you business bundle. So I just go take those 5 templates, I download them, and then I make a post and say, hey, I have a credit repair dispute template bundle for $97, and it includes these 5 items in there. 5 people sign up for that, you've gotten your money back. 10 people sign up for that, you've gotten your investment back plus a harvest. Okay. So I have that for $4.97, and then I have the land banking workshop for $197 with the list of over 250 land banking websites that you can go and win you some land on today. That's $197. I do have the low ticket millionaire, which is the PDF method. Most people don't know that people are always looking for information. That is one of the biggest ways to make money right now, is to show somebody how to handle an autistic child with a tantrum, how to get your kids to love vegetables, how to keep your marriage happy and strong, how to make money online, how to lose weight with no weights. Lose weight with no weight. So there's a bunch of PDFs, and I have an opportunity, okay, for 2 more people. It's $297 to get the PDFs. Is 60 of them. These are the PDFs that make people millionaires in this niche alone. Credit, online money, everything that I'm going to give you has been researched, tested, and proven to generate money, okay? People are getting sales in their first 12 to 24 hours with this PDF method. So I give you access to all of that. You learn how to go and do it by yourself, okay? Well, we're going to do it together, and then, you have all the information, all the steps to go put it together. You can actually have it set up in one day and start generating sales by the next day. But everything is pretty much already done for you. You just got to go drag and drop it over here, put it over here, put your name and your logo on it over here, and you're good to go, okay? This is what is making people a lot of money in the digital space. PDFs, guides, ebooks, that's what it is, okay? So I have that for $297. There's only 2 spots left at that. You get full access. You know how to do everything from start to finish. Let me go back to the land banking, because I said $197 for the workshop and the list. But I also have the YouTube. Why am I talking about YouTube? I'm going to come back to YouTube. I also have the Land Bankers University, where I show you how to go buy 20, 40, 60 acres, no money down, okay? We also buy these properties, show you how to sell them, where to sell them at, how to flip them, where to build on them, give you access to the lenders that will, that will give you the money to build whatever you want on there. If you want to use your dirt for billboards, we're going to show you that method. If you want to use your property or your space for Airbnb, we're going to show you that method. How to get corporate contracts, just to do that alone, okay? Corporate contracts, not government contracts, but corporate contracts, to go ahead and do that alone. You can rent on your land. You can let people raise their cattle up on your land, okay? You can actually rent your land to the government for 4 or 5 years, getting paid millions of dollars for them to use your farmland. They're never, ever going to make more land. That's why there's a big boom for people to buy it. And a lot of international people are buying it up because our people don't have money invested or money saved up to be able to go buy land. And that is absolutely heartbreaking We're going to change the game on that. But the Land Bankers Mentorship, it is a mentorship. We get to go to live in-person auctions together. There are auctions happening all the time, everywhere. California, they have a big one every single year. When I tell you they go crazy on the land, they go crazy. That's why it's only once a year. But there are so many auctions that we can go into live. We can go in building on a community initiative. We got that as well. So that is $9.97. Okay, that is $9.97. I'm only going to allow one person to get in on that because I literally changed the price to get into the Land Bankers. I literally changed the price to $14.97, but I will let one person get in for $9.97 on that mentorship. Oh, Dr. T, I'm so excited about everything you have put your blessed hands on. This is all glory to the Most High God, to the goodest Father, to the greatest God ever known to mankind. All glory to Him. So yeah, I have the land banking, the Land Bankers Mentorship, which is $9.97. We do everything together. Okay, show you how to buy the land and parcel it off without ever using your money. Okay, show you how to buy the land and then flip it and sell it the same day. You buy it for $150,000, you turn around and sell it for $300,000. You up $150,000. Okay, show you all about that inside of the Land Bankers Mentorship. Okay, two separate things. Land banking workshop with the land banking list, $197. Land bankers, we call it dirt rich land bankers. The mentorship is $997 for one person. After that one person, it is $14.97. Okay, to get inside of that mentorship. Also, if you are looking to build internationally, I have 2 more spots available in the international automated business that we are getting ready to have shortly, where I will show you how to build an automated business in Africa, Nigeria, China, Hong Kong, Dubai. It don't matter, internationally. Give you all access to the resources, the lenders, the people that will help you set this up, how to buy property, start an Airbnb business over there, transportation business over there, security, healthcare, educational business over there, and you can be fully funded to do it using grants, contracts, international business loans they have in different countries, where they will give you an incentive to come and build a business, especially if you come from the United States of America and you ain't even got to go over there and live there to run business over there. Okay, how to get the address so you can get, just like we did it. We have a whole nonprofit organization over there. It is a satellite to what we have over here, but we got a whole entire nonprofit organization over in Liberia, Africa. But I show you how to, if you wanted to live abroad, let America get too crazy. Your girl finna go back to the motherland. Don't even play. That's straight up. Let it get too crazy, and the Most High say, yep, it's time to go. Oh, okay, bye. See ya. And I ain't just got to go by airways. Let me go make some connections with the people, who run boats and ships. Might got to go back that way. But listen, if it's time for me to go, it's time for me to go. And I'm going to have something set up. Even if it ain't time for me to go, I'm going to have something set up. So I have the International Automated Business Bootcamp, which I'm going to give you everything. The connections, everything to get this thing set up and running and started generating money, especially over there in foreign waters, because them people don't have the same access that we have, but they are willing. I'm going to tell you right now, there was an African man who contacted me. He was like, I want to be a part of your program. And I'm like, okay. He was like, only thing is I'm in Africa. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I really don't, I haven't expanded that far yet. He was like, no, I'm going to actually, you can do it online, right? I'm like, yeah. He was like, okay, mama, give me like 3 days. I'll be back with the money. I'm talking about $10,000. Like, okay, I need you to show my girl that's up there in the States how to do everything, set it up, how we gonna set it up, but I will be back in 3 days. I'm not even gonna cap. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. 3 days, he was like, oh yeah, you didn't think I was gonna come back in full. Where do I send this to? I'm like, wow, very, very determined people. Very determined people. And when I went to stay over in Liberia, God is amazing. That was in 2013, 14. I went to Liberia, stayed there for 3 weeks to be exact, and just, cried. I cried when I had to leave there. I really did. And I just told, the Most High, like, whenever it's my time to come back, I will definitely help our people here. But while I'm back over there, because first of all, this is a very long flight and it takes a while to get here. But while I'm in the States, I will reach my hand back and I will, sow into what they're doing. They're building projects and all of that stuff. They need laptops, they need canned goods, clothing, did all of that. Okay. Still do it. Still do it. They need money, still do it. Send over there to them. So I will show you guys how to get yourself set up, how to get the funding for it, how the proper structure that you need, all of that good stuff. So you stay within, side of code and community when you're dealing with abroad businesses. $497 for that. Okay. I also have. Okay. Did you tell that? Okay. Did he get it? Okay, I'm coming back. Okay, thank you, baby. I also have I have 2 spots have opened up, okay, for the 24-hour money machine, okay? Print your own money. It's a 24-hour money machine. It takes about 7-10 days to be built out for you. It will be built out completely for you. It is an automated business. Okay, you don't have to do anything. The hottest products, all of that stuff is already selected for you. The traffic is done for you. Okay, we pick the product so we know what traffic audience to run this to. So when you get the business, you have sales literally coming in 24 hours after we release the business to you. Okay, all your pay bits, they go to all your information, all of that. We set it up, we create it, we automate it, and then we scale it by doing your traffic for you. Now, I don't know one business that'll include your traffic. I don't know one business that will include your traffic. Most people buy these, yeah, let me get that, but there's no traffic. So if you got it and you can't sell it, or you're not, comfortable with asking people to give you money in exchange for a problem that you solved, then you need something automated. You don't have to worry about, do I got to get on camera? Do I got to learn this? Do I got to learn that? You don't got to do all of that. Okay. This is the second part to what I just told you, how to make a 24-hour money making machine. Now, once you learn how to do it, that's at $297 if you want to take that route. Okay. But if you wanted to learn how to do this one time, you learn it for $297. Now you turn around and you sell automated businesses in a box for $5,000. That's a no-brainer, because you can sell it for whatever you want to sell it for. You create it and now you can sell it. Okay. So you benefit multiple ways. Anytime you invest in anything, I'm investing into me first, and then what I'm finna learn or what I'm finna do, I'm finna, make sure that I'm investing into others. So it's reciprocating back unto me. I will come out and I will teach you how to do this, but you're going to pay me for my time. And there is no crime in asking to be paid for your time. Okay. Nobody is out here working for free. That's slave work. And we're not no longer working for minimum wage and waiting on those little benefits that they think that they can control and take because you owe them a student loan. We're not doing that. Okay. So you can either do it with me, or or have it done for you. I have 2 spots, fully automated, fully, everything that you need. You wouldn't have to do anything, literally. And then you're going to get information on how we did it, okay? Step-by-step guide of what we did, how we put it together so that you can do it as well. And I may just, so if you want a spot, it's only 2 spots. We will not be doing any more automated businesses for anybody. Just let me put that out there. We are actually already got everybody that we initially said. But there is 2 spots that my business partner can do for you, okay? But you're going to pay $14.97. You're going to pay $14.97 to have a fully automated store, customized, built out for you with top trending products to make money on automation every day. And you will have sales within the first 24 hours after we hand it to you, okay? $14.97, fully built out for you. Like I said, fully done for you. You don't got to do nothing but receive the money. It's that simple, okay? It is that simple. You invest in you, and now while I work my 9 to 5, because I still want to work my 9 to 5, but while I receive this, and for those that are like, well, what if you own government assistance? That's cool, because this is a business. It's totally separate from you as a person. Okay? Totally separate from you as a person. Okay? Totally separate from you as a person, meaning this ain't my income, this is business income. Okay, so with that being said, we have a fully automated, it just gets you going, okay? This is the deal to get you going. Also, we have, and these is going to be the last 2. I forgot to mention to y'all the credit sweep hat, okay? If you want to sweep your credit clean in 7 days or less, following consumer law, then we have the credit hack sweep. It's actually 3 of them. It's like, okay, you go to this app, you type this in. This is exactly what you're going to say. Put this in this box right here. You're going to select this right here from this drop down menu. This is what's going to get them accounts deleted. That detail. Okay. So I have that for you guys as well for $97. Just saw that on list and did not want you guys to miss that at all. Marketing mastery. If you don't know, I don't know how to sell all of this stuff that you offering, Dr. T. I don't know. I done bought some stuff and I ain't sold nothing. Well, you need the marketing mastery. It's a business in a box where you go over there and learn how to make you $20, $30, $50, $100,000 on faceless marketing. Faceless. It's going to show you the post. A lot of the stuff is done for you already, literally. Hey, grab this up and go post this real quick. Okay? It's already done for you. So I have the marketing mastery business in a box, which teaches you, are you solely focused on mastering marketing? Because if you master marketing, you will never, ever, ever have to show up a day in your life, nor would you ever be broke. Okay. I will allow 2 people. I cannot even sell this to you or offer this to you for lesser than $4.97, but I will match 2 people. You put $250 and you want this marketing mastery. This is what took my numbers, my followers, everybody to a whole nother bracket because I followed this. Not only did I follow it, I went absolutely viral doing it. Okay. So it's not hard at all. You just need to know what to do. I will match $247 for 2 people. You pay $250. And I will put the $247 and boom, you will have you a whole marketing mastery in the box. Let me tell y'all why this is a game changer, because there are so many small business owners, and then there finna be so many more because they done lost their job and got laid off. You don't believe me? Just go over there to TikTok and type in laid off stories. You will see a plethora of them bad boys pop up because people are now taking to the internet, taking to social media to let people see them getting laid off. And then talking about, how it's been after 30 days and how it's been after 60 days. Okay. So I have that. I'm really not even going to call y'all or hold y'all to this, not another single time. Outside of credit, funding and credit go hand in hand. Okay. Outside of credit, funding and credit go hand in hand. Nevertheless, if I go and tell all of y'all I can help you get money, you say, well, my credit is bad. Cool. I got that business in a box. Let me go ahead and get you together. Okay. We'll go after some different kind of funding that ain't going to really trip off of your credit right about now anyway. We'll go after grant-free money. We'll go after different things that we actually can utilize right now while we wait on your credit to get to a 720. Okay. Because we need your credit to get to a 720. Then what you can do, while you helping them get some funding and stuff, and you repairing, watching, monitoring their credit report, you sending off dispute letters for them or whatever the case may be. Then you turn around and you get them funded for thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've showed you guys, okay? I think it's up in here somewhere. Let me go see. And this is why I don't have time to do all the other stuff. I'm just on this right here at this moment, okay? That's it. I'm just all about helping people get funded, and I can help them for the free 99, okay? I can help them on the front end for the free 99 and then get my money on the back end. I don't have a problem with that. And let me show you why I wouldn't have a problem with it. Where is it at? Hold on, let me find it. Then I'm about to get up out of here real quick. Where you at? I just sent one yesterday. I know I didn't pass it up, trying to move super fast. Okay, here we go. Okay, so there's a lot of people that could use this. The reason why I say, hey, look, let me go ahead and get your credit together, and then I'll get you funding on the back end. I'll go get you $220,000. That is a $22,000, 10% pay for me off of just one person in one play. Okay? That's off of one person in one play. $220,000. Okay? I just showed y'all the other day one for $337,000. Okay? I can get you approved for $80,000 in this vehicle aspect industry loan, and then go liquidate that and have all 80,000 of that in my bank account. It's not really who you know is what you know, but I think who you know and what you know together is a powerful combination. Okay, so out of this 80,000, I will get 8,000. Just got 22,000, and then turn around and get 8,000. We sitting at $30,000. Okay, and then I turn around and help them go get this credit card right here for $22,000. That's gonna be $2,200. So I'm just adding it up. At the end of the day, I can have me 5,000 coming out of that. I can have me a $40,000, $50,000 day, week, month. Just depends on you. Okay, just helping people get funded. So I have to become your own bank funding business. Okay, 3 spots left. Was 5. I'm only taking a certain amount. So if you hear me saying, oh, it's only 2 spots, 3 spots, hey, all 5 are open, it's because I'm only taking a small group. And the reason why I'm discounting what I'm doing is to get your receipts. Once I got your receipts, I can go ahead and say, yeah, this is 10,000. Once I got your receipt saying it worked for them, it could work for you, then I can say, yeah, this is going to be $7,500. Okay, I can say that now without your testimonials, but testimonials just from other people help other people know if they did it, I could do it as well. Okay, so I have become your own bank funding business. I have that. And that is $997 for that mentorship. I also have where we will go and actually get you funded on the front end, fix your credit in the middle, and then go ahead and get you this big old bags. We'll go ahead and get you these big old bags, such as what you see on the screen. Okay, we'll get you ready. We know exactly what we're doing, how to get there. That is a $2,000 investment, but again, we're actually going to get you way more than that. That is literally a minimum wage investment, and that ain't to put no shade on your money or nothing like that. But I'm just keeping it 1,000%. If I'm going to help you get over $100,000, it's absolutely worth investing $2,000. Okay. I lastly have a partnership. We're building Birmingham, right around the amphitheater and all these new attractions and different things of that sort that they just built. Okay. They have concerts that are already scheduled for like 2027, 2028. So they'll be booked out a very long time. You know what? I am not even going to mention that. I'm not going to mention it. I said that was over. So I'm going to stick to that. I think that's where, I'm going to leave it there. Okay. Anybody interested in anything, just for the simple fact that I said one thing, so I'm not going to go back on it, but any of the other things that I mentioned that you are available, if you've been following me, you already know what it is. Lock your spot in, okay? If I say there's only 2 or 3 spots, that's just it. Once we take off, I don't add new people to what we're doing because it just slows down our momentum. I like to get everybody in so we can go together as a unit. You conquering, I'm conquering. You spoiling, I'm spoiling. Okay. Any questions for me before I go? Instagram fam, if you are interested, go ahead and hit that DM. I know you probably thinking like what information we see on the screen because you can't see them, but it's absolutely okay. I will hit your DM with the information if you are interested in signing up for anything that I've offered. Okay. That being said, I love y'all. And I will see y'all next time. All right. Same thing over here. No questions, no any of that. All right, you guys. I love y'all. I have served. Only God knows up above. I have served y'all. I have given you free game where you can actually go and take and make up you a big bag. I'm early convinced that a lot of people don't want to go build nothing, don't want to go do nothing. Let me see what you put on there. I didn't hear about Birmingham. I'm interested in reinvesting my money. So what I was Dean, Dad's in there. Shut the door all the way. I'll go ahead and mention it. I actually have 2 opportunities, okay? And I wasn't going to mention these out here, but the Birmingham is a Birmingham build. It is a home that is built from the ground up, okay? We're building it from the ground up to utilize it for government contracts, temporary assistance. There's a lot of money involved in that. We are also using it for Airbnb. So it is a joint venture where we will have this built in 90 days by the contractors and everything. but this will be a passive income house. So it's not a house that I own or you own, but this is a joint venture, real estate, passive income home that we would split the proceeds. So only 3 people can get in on this deal anyway. $2,600, okay? $2,600 is the investment. We will have this home built in 90 days in Birmingham, Alabama, in a very high trafficked, high up and coming, area. We can already pre-sell the Airbnb just using virtual virtual tours, different things of that, virtual staging, different things of that sort. So we already have some of our other brothers and sisters that have already pre-sold theirs, and we will pre-sell ours and just split the proceeds every single month. Come up with a contract where we will split the proceeds of what is coming in, what is being generated. If they needed a nurse to have an Airbnb, oh wow, you scared me. If they needed a nurse to have an Airbnb stay for 30 days or 45 days, that's very lucrative. So we would just split that. It's a passive income home. It's a place where we can have as a safe haven if we ever needed to go there. Okay. But that is what that investment opportunity is. And last but never least, this is called becoming the bank, but on another level. Okay. This is called becoming the bank, but on another level. I have 4 spots available. Is it 5? I'm gonna say potentially 5 because it's always a first come, first serve situation. Okay, but this is where me and 5 people will become our own bank, in a sense where we will do funding for others. Okay, we will have a funding business, and we will do funding for others. You will learn how to do the funding. You will have the connections to the funding, because it's all about connections. Have banking relation managers. You will have a system that generates the leads for your clients. So you don't have to do nothing but set up a job form. Whether they got bad credit, like I said, you would be able to help them get better credit to get funded. Okay. Even if they're not ready now, we can still work with them on another level, because we have different lenders and different financing options where they will be able to get some monies. Okay. We can actually even, and I don't even know if I should say this on the record, but we can create a product that they will get approved for to generate them some funding. Okay. We will use our product for the funding that they get to generate them some extra revenue to be able to afford other things. But most importantly, we will be able to get them funded through our banking relationship managers. We don't apply for funding, we request it when we get to this level. This is where you get a big bag at, a very, very big bag. I'm looking for 5 people to, you will come out here, meet me either here. It may be in Atlanta, but we will go in, get hands-on, meet these bank representatives, these banking finance managers. Like I said, the whole entire system, you will know the whole entire system. You will be coached, trained how to start your own funding company. Everybody needs to know how to get more money. And just like credit, this is something that is universal. We can get business funding. We can get funding on a personal level. This is where we will do SBA loans, micro loans, 7(8) loans. We will get them funded, okay? We get $1 million in funding for one client. That's $100,000 payday for you. 10%, show you how to set up your merchant account so that when they get approved, you get paid, okay? Your contracts, the whole 9 yards. It's $2,500. 4 or 5 people. Like I said, you will get everything that you need to get started with your funding machine, literally. It's the best business to have. So I'm not doing mentorships and all of that stuff. I'm gonna finish up the mentorships that I started, but no, it's way easier. It's effortless. I don't have to go chasing clients. This is all automated setup, simple job form, pre-qualifier. See if you qualify. If you don't, we got something for you. But if you do, we got you covered. Okay, Goldman Sachs, Amex, we got all the plays where we can go get them funded, and we're going to get them funded because we're going to get paid to get them funded. That is going to be our job. So I only have 5 spots. If you want to learn how to do your first million in funding, this is the spot for you. Okay. If you want to learn how to do your first $1 million in funding, this is a millionaire. Because you will make $1 million. You get 10 people and you get them approved for $100,000 million in funding in a year, and they pay you $100,000. You got $1 million. Not hard to do. 10 people, you're gonna get more than 10 people, but this is where you become you become the bank, literally, off of using their money, because you use their money to make you money and get other people money. So it's a win-win situation. All right, any questions for me before I go? Because I really need to go. I'll hit you on Messenger. Thanks. Okay, cool. Very interesting. Love that. Understandable. All right, y'all. Any other questions for me? I'm getting ready to go. I have been here a very long time. The real reason why we need to be making these moves, of course, like I said, you able to make 10,000, 15,000 off of helping one person, you're able to go buy you 30 acres. I know where it's at for the low. I know where land is at where you ain't even got to put nothing down. This what type of time we on. I know where you can go buy lots of gold and lots of silver, real gold and silver. Set it up on automation. Every month they sending it to you, okay? Give you access to all of that. And then because you're doing this, me and one of my clients that's just joined a couple mentorships, we are collaborating. She wants to collaborate. It's her whole entire deal. I'm gonna help her structure it, but she's actually creating apps where you can go in and find where the land is at for cheap, and how to sell the land and all of that stuff. So we got some great things coming down the pipeline. It's either now or never. I'm not a beggar. I'm not going to ever beg you to change your life or to get prepared. I'm just simply a watchman. My job is to watch and warn and to let you know what the enemy is doing and what he got coming. My job is also to warn what the Most High has said, what the Father has said, how to prepare, how to escape what is coming up on the face of the earth. It's only going to get worse. This is not going to get better. We got straight up military tanks driving down Washington, D.C. for a freaking parade. But I think it's something way more deeper than that with these international. You don't have Marines and guarding the coast, and then you got tanks. We got literal tanks. You don't have tanks for protesters. You do not have tanks for protesters. You have tanks because you know that we are under some type of threat. And before anybody ever do something, they got to warn you. 9/11, they was warned. They was warned that 9/11 was going to be a thing. Whether they took heed to it or not, you clearly see they didn't think. They thought they was untouchable until they got touched. But it's a sovereign law. You cannot attack somebody unknowingly. If you do, you can be tried for crimes against humanity. All right, y'all. I love y'all. And I have always came by here to serve y'all. You can ask the Most High God about that. I'm sent from him. I make no apologies. My love is loud and it's also hard. Okay. But that's the way God loves us. And he does not will that none of us perish. None of us. None of us should perish unless we choose to perish. We poor on purpose. That's for one. We don't want to learn about investing. We don't want to learn about, things that'll get us out of the situations we are in. We would rather just chant and march and cry in the streets asking for justice. And people don't give a crap about your justice. Learn how to become a corporation, then you won't be a consumer, and the game changes for you. With that being said, I will see y'all the next time.